guys, today I thought I would do something a little bit different in the kind of keeping with the theme of having just been to the courses at House of Glam Dolls. I thought I would try some of the techniques that I learned on Stacey. I borrowed a face. This is Stacey, and I really like what we ended up with. I just kind of like had a little mess around with some stuff, and it's nothing serious. I am not a makeup artist. This is not necessarily a tutorial, but it's kind of just like a learn with me. And we just did this, and what do you think?
I love it.
I really like it.
I like it.
Some of the products I hadn't used yet, because some of the stuff I haven't actually dug into and done all my swatches, so I just kind of pulled out the things that I wanted to use. But I really like it. Just kind of it feels a bit like 90s neutral, which is a trend I really like. So yeah, if you want to see how we did it, then keep watching. So I don't have a base from Freedom yet, but I am going to use the Pro Primer ahead of the other foundation I'm going to use, and I'm going to pop that on a brush. It's kind of a silicone primer, which is not my favourite kind of primer on my skin, but it is a really nice base for foundation. Okay, so I've used quite a fair base on Stacey because I don't have a tremendous amount of darker bases available, but I am going to warm it up with this Correct and Conceal palette. So this is the light medium, and I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting and an attempt at contouring with it, and just to try and kind of even everything out and give a little bit of shape. So next I'm going to set everything with this pressed powder. It is translucent, so it should be okay for most kind of paler skin tones. Although, you know, I am much paler than Stacey, and most of the products that I would normally use on her wouldn't match. There's not a tremendous amount of colour as it is translucent, but it is on the slightly warmer side. Next I'm going to use this Pro Contour Kit in Fair, and I'm just going to kind of go over those areas that I attempted to contour with the concealer palette, and define those a little bit more, make them a little bit deeper, and potentially blend things if they don't look quite right. Right, we're going to attempt something in the nose area, so just prepare yourself because I am no expert, but we're going to try and contour the nose. No, you haven't got a horrible nose. Well, seriously, people do this kind of thing and it looks amazing, so let's give it a try. Then I'm going to go in and highlight the areas that I want to accentuate, or strobe as they call it now. It's the kind of new word for bringing out the light rather than accentuating the dark.
Can't big word to use it.
Yeah. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to leave the blush for now because I'm not sure how much colour I want to add. However, I'm going to go into the brows now, and this is the Pro Eyebrow Medium Dark. And I'm actually going to use the same colour on Stacey that I've been using myself, this kind of ashy mid-tone powder colour just there. You can use the wax if you want to, it depends on what you want. I have kind of just brushed through Stacey's brows ahead of time, but I think I'm just going to go in with the powder. Next we're going to go on to eyeshadow, so I'm going to put on this Pro Eye Primer. And I'm going to keep it really neutral with this Mattes kit from the Pro Shade and Brighten range. I'm going to start with the third shade along as a base all over the lid. So I know from experience that Stacey's eyes don't really like to be touched. So we're not going to go and do anything too dramatic, but I am going to try and do something a little smoky with the liner with this darkest shade here. Next I'm going to use this, fifth shade along and try to define the crease a little bit. It's not a million miles away from the colour that I've put all over the lid, so it's not going to be anything major. I just wanted something extra, not just the one shade on the eye. Now we're going to use this very, very pale, still matte shade to just soften that line and blend that darker shade. I really like how well these are blending together. You never know, they are a little bit powdery, but you never know how well mattes will blend, and I think that looks really nice. I'm going to attempt to define just underneath the eye. But again, she's a leaker. Her eyes tend to water a lot when we do these things, so I'm going to go again with that kind of slightly darker brown shade. Now look up. As soon as we even talk about eyeshadow, her eyes start watering. So we'll just do it as quickly as possible.
This one's already started.
I'm going to finish the eyes with the Freedom Curl mascara, which is my favourite of the bunch because it gives really nice definition and length. Surprisingly, I find it to be, if you saw the mascara video, I find it to be more lengthening than the lengthening mascara, but also Stacey has quite straight eyelashes, so I'm hoping it will lift them a little bit. I think we managed to get a little bit of lift. I'm just going to try and do a little bit of the bottom lashes. If Stacey's eyes will stop attacking me. Okay, we're in the home stretch now. We have a blush, which, have I opened? Yes, I have. Is this mono blush, which I've been dying to use. It's called Beyond. It looks kind of like NARS Orgasm-y. It's very like a peachy coral with a golden shimmer. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this, because I'm not entirely sure how bold it's going to be yet. On. Oh, that's much more subtle than I'd worried it might be. Just kind of a little bit of a sheen with a hint of colour. I didn't want to use too much colour because we went quite bold with the contour. So I wanted to keep things neutral, but a little bit of a peachy something is nice. Beautiful, very glowy. Look at that one. You think like the sheen? We have a look of Sandra Bullock for a second there. Bit of a, what's wrong with Sandra Bullock?
Don't look like anybody, me.
Like Sandra Bullock for a second. It's a bit, anyone Sandra Bullock-ish? So the penultimate step is going to be this professional makeup fixing spray. And I'm going to put this on before lips because I think, I don't know why. I just feel like that's the right thing to do. And so I'm going to put it on before lips. Are you ready? Prepare yourself. One more for good luck. So to finish, I'm going to use one of the Pro Melts, which is my favourite of the lip products that you can get from Freedom. And the colour is D-Ream. Super old school D-Ream. Do you remember D-Ream? Yeah. I can't, for this very second, like remember anything that they sang. It was, what did they say?
It was one song.
I want to say Things Can Only Get Better, but that
Yeah, that's it.
Was it really though?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you're just agreeing to be polite.
I'll go for it.
What do you think?
It's nice.
Texture. It's so nice, isn't it? It's not
sticky.
It's sticky, but it is sticky.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not sticky as in.
It's not goopy.
You like pull your lips apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really.
But it's got that stickiness that feels like it's gonna stay on.
Yes.
But you can still like rub your lips together.
Yeah.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
I love it. I really like this look.
Nice.
It's very nice. It's kind of like smoky daytime. Hopefully daytime, because we're gonna go to a baby shower now. So
I'm out tonight as well.
you know, hey. I think this looks awesome.